One aspect of the standard of care when it comes to eye care in optometry is the anterior or front surface and the posterior inside or back surface ocular health of the patient. Sure, we can simply take a flashlight to the eye and look at it from a natural point of view. However, it is really only general. Although don't get me wrong, looking at the eyes in relation to the whole face and skin of the person is actually quite important as well. When it comes to the details, this is where the slit lamp biomicroscope shines. And when it comes down to quality of the image, as with anything, the quality of the instrument does matter. In this video, I will introduce you to the specific model of slit lamp microscopy that I use in my clinic and walk through some of the reasons and exciting features it offers that ultimately led me to choosing this model. As a side note, I am not sponsored to talk about this product. All the information here is literally from my own experience, and I've been pretty happy with it. Hey YouTube, my name is Dr. Natalie Chai. This channel brings you the latest science-based education and treatments in dry eye disease, myopia management, and specialty contact lenses to help you understand why it should matter to you for optimal eye health, function, comfort, and even beauty. So you've probably noticed that each week my YouTube video topics are cycled through the themes of either dry eye, myopia management, and specialty contact lenses. Now you might expect today's topic to be on something on dry eye disease, since my last video was a discussion on corneal RGP. This week's video can arguably be a topic for all of my main themes, as I use a slit lamp for all three. Today's topic can be boxed into perhaps an all-rounder or general topic if we want to continue with the pattern of categorizing. Nonetheless, I am very excited to showcase my other toy in my clinic. There are numerous options when it comes to slit lamp microscopes, and they are generally equal across the board in terms of everyday function. Now, the general parts that every slit lamp has includes the observation system, the illumination system, and the mechanical support system. The observation system is where your optometrist or ophthalmologist looks through and in essence is a compound microscope with the objective lens and the eyepiece. The illumination system, of course, provides the bright and even light to expose the ocular tissues. And lastly, the mechanical system includes the elements of the joystick, the up and down movement, the patient support, and the fixation target. When I was searching for one, I was specifically looking for one with good optics, meaning that when I looked through the oculars at my patient's eye, I was looking for something with adequate lighting and high quality images to observe the finest details. Having worked in multiple offices with different models, I had a pretty good grasp on which was superior in quality and what I personally preferred. With lots of research and shopping around, my final decision came down to the Mediworks S390 Firefly digital slit lamp. I've now had about a good 4 months using it on my patients in all different scenarios, from routine eye care, dry eye disease, orthokeratology, scleral lens assessments, and ocular disease. My verdict? Let's look at what makes the slit lamp microscope stand out. Number 1, general look and style. Let's face it, as a female, even though my priority, especially with medical equipment, is quality and function, how pretty something looks is always in the back of my mind as well. It just so happens that the Mediworks Firefly is quite attractive and, as suggested by its name, was inspired by the shape of a firefly. The general design is what we would call a tower design, also known as the Hague straight type, where the light source comes from above. The other design is known as the Zeiss type, or integrated lower illumination design, where the light source comes from the base. Space was something I was very conscious of, especially since I was looking at photography imaging capabilities. Now, most designs have a built-out DSLR camera system with examples shown here, and as you can see, it can be quite bulky. Number 2, high-quality optical resolution. The Firefly has a 5-step revolving drum with a magnification range from 6 times to 40 times, including 6 times, 10 times, 16 times, 25 times, and 40 times magnification. The oculars themselves have been improved to reflect a 40% increased resolution so that the image is crisp and of HD quality. I know for me, that was the first thing I noticed when I was taking the Firefly for a test drive, and I felt that I could see every detail of the ocular tissues. Number 3, LED illumination. Most slit lamp biomicroscopes use a halogen lamp. These produce a softer off-white or yellowish light. light. Now in contrast, LED lights produce brighter and whiter light. I had some concerns around this, mainly from the perspective of the patient of the LED light being too bright and uncomfortable for them. However, I found that it is basically a very minor detail and I rarely have a patient complain. In the general sense, LED lights are known to have a long-lasting life as it is almost impossible to burn out. With long period of use, the examiner does not have to worry about the quality of the light degrading, so I'm rest assured that the illumination is always of the best quality consistently. I also don't have to worry about the heat emitted from the light as LED lighting is cool to the touch. With the brighter and whiter light, I am better able to see tissue details along with better accuracy in pigmentation many times. Number 4, slit diaphragms and built-in filters. As a standard, the width and height of the light beam can be controlled using 2 knobs. This allows the optometrist to greatly vary the slit to best illuminate and observe what they're looking at. There are multiple filters built directly into the Firefly, including the neutral density filter. Now this decreases the brightness for light-sensitive patients. Another is known as the cobalt blue filter. This filter is useful when your optometrist or ophthalmologist instills sodium fluorescein yellow dye and we are looking for any abnormalities in the corneal tissue or conjunctiva. The yellow dye absorbs the blue light and then emits green. It really highlights tissue defects for the examiner, whereas it may be difficult to see or sometimes even missed with white light. There's the red-free filter. This particularly is useful when viewing the retinal tissues. As in the name, it obscures red light so that blood vessels or blood spots known as hemorrhages appear black. This increases contrast between the retinal vessels and the underlying background. The other filter is known as the yellow filter. This filter enhances contrast when used together with yellow fluorescein and the cobalt blue filter. Now, older slit lamps do not come with this yellow filter built in, and most times we would actually carry around what we would call a Ratten number 12 filter that we would hold in front of the illumination to achieve the same result. Most newer and modern slit lamp models do come with built-in yellow filters, which is very important for imaging and in the case of specialty contact lens assessments for fit. Number 5, camera with infrared light source for mybography. I love this feature very much, largely in part because I used to use my phone camera to snap photos to show my patients, and that was sometimes a challenge. Now I'm able to quickly capture an image with the press of a button conveniently located in front of the joystick. The built-in camera is very sensitive, capturing high-quality photos. Oh, and did I mention that it also has video recording capabilities? This feature is excellent when I want to demonstrate how an RGP lens moves on the eye or how quickly the tear film evaporates on a dry eye patient. Another great feature is the built-in infrared lighting for mybography. Even though I use the Oculus Keratograph 5M for the majority of my mybography studies, this feature is pivotal as a quick screening on a patient in my chair who may be asymptomatic, and I can quickly capture the image and show them their glands or lack thereof right then and there. Number 6, software and HDMI outputs. All of this would not be possible for patient education without the integration of their software that helps me with patient management. Using Mediworks software tools, I am able to edit, measure, annotate, and enhance captured images and really engage with the image and analyze it with great detail. Last but not least, the built-in HDMI output allowed me to connect these captured images to my big 42-inch screen and paint that picture for them when I'm educating on what I see and what it ultimately means to them. Pretty cool, huh? So that's a quick rundown on my experience with the Mediworks S390 Firefly slit lamp, and it has been a game changer for me in my everyday practice. A blown up image of their own eye really does something, whether it is because of a larger impact or that now I can really personalize my words and connect my message to the picture of their own eye. That's it for me today. I hope you learned something and enjoyed nerding out the way that I do about a microscope. I guess those of you who are scientists, researchers, and maybe photographers can hopefully understand me. If you enjoy learning more about topics like this, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to make sure you don't miss my new YouTube video every Thursday. Take care of your eyes and we'll see you next time.